Hi everyone, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
How are
sir.
you guys? How are you all?
Good evening, sir.
कैसे हो आप लोग?
Sir, बढ़िया सर.
I am also good. तो आज हम करेंगे इंटरव्यू, ठीक है? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So who would like to tell me what is so unique about SSP interview? How it is different from other interviews? Who would like to tell me? Anyone who knows? What is the speciality of SSP interview?
Sir, it's not about
They are
testing
not-
or
It's not about
testing or knowledge. It's about personality.
yes, that's correct. It's about personality. That's true. What else?
So how much we know ourselves?
No, it is about basically how much knowledge you carry about yourself. है ना? Okay, what is the major difference?
So that they can know us personally by one-on-one conversation.
Yeah. The whole objective is to know you. The idea is to know you. That's correct. Anything else? Just a minute. Huh? Yeah. So someone said the idea is to know you. It is not about your knowledge. It is about you. Anything else in your mind? Anyone's mind? Yeah, tell me, guys. Yeah. Nothing else? Nothing else?
No,
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Just so we can call it as interview technique. Interview technique. So as most of you were studying already, I'm just adding a few more definitions from my side. Interview technique is basically an art of knowing you through anyone?
You.
Now, same thing as we discussed in the SSP definition. Who is the subject here?
We, sir.
And what is the interviewer interested in?
You.
Interviewer का interest कहाँ है? यहाँ.
We.
So what should you prepare? What should you prepare?
About us.
You. Absolutely. Basically, you have to know yourself. Now, when I say you have to know yourself, what does it mean?
Your strength and weakness.
Yes, and yeah, very good. Someone said strength and weakness. And problem is that we don't know ourselves. How many of you know yourself? Tell me. Getting a point. Who is getting a question? Tell me.
Yes, sir, getting it.
What?
So yes, I know my personality. I know myself.
Okay. So yeah, good that you know yourself. So if I tell you what is one weakness where you need to work upon, what will you tell me?
Sir, my emotions.
Your emotions as in what? What's wrong with your emotions?
Sir, sometimes I get emotional at that situation where it is even not required.
Mhm.
So I think so I have to work on that.
So what do you do when you get emotional? What happens?
Sir, crying.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And when does it happen?
So usually when I am right at a point and the other person is always trying to pull me down, and at that situation I am unable to control myself and I get emotional and I start to cry.
Is the screen visible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it in two parts as you can see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So Nandini says she gets emotional, she starts crying and she's not able. What is wrong in crying, Nandini? Is it wrong to cry?
So no, it is not wrong, but I think so crying in every situation, it is not right. Sometimes it is very important to handle the situation very maturely instead of crying. The other person will think she is weak, she only knows how to cry, she is a person who don't know how to put her point of view.
So basically what is happening is you are not crying because you are very much distressed. It has kind of taken over the main stage पे crying ही चला गया. कि जैसे कोई बात बिगड़ी और आप रोने लगे. So this is a weakness you mean to say, right?
Yes, sir.
So how will you work on it? What are you doing to work on it?
I try to stay happy, positive as much as I can.
That is not in your hand, things will change sometimes. Things will not happen the way. So how will you hold your emotions when things are not your way? That is the problem, right? Holding emotions when things are not your way.
Yes, sir.
So what have you been able to do? Are you able to do something? So these are weakness that you told. What is your strength then?
Strength is my confidence.
How are you confident as well as weak together?
So no, it is not like that. Weak is sometimes when I'm confidence is at that point when I have to talk verbally out. In that situation, I'm very much confident.
Mhm.
I'm not an introvert person, I'm extrovert. So I'm not usually I don't get agitated when I'm surrounded by strangers or I can connect with people very easily.
Okay, to some extent. First, let's understand this SSB. SSB interview, as I told you, it's more conversational in nature. Means it's not academic kind of interview in which the interviewer is asking you questions. Tell me why did this happen, why did that happen. ऐसे सवाल नहीं पूछते. कन्वर्सेशन करते हैं, आपके बारे में बात करते हैं, है ना? और आप अपने बारे में बोल रहे हैं. तो कैसे सवाल होंगे? आपका स्कूल कहाँ से हुआ? वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे. आपको क्या चीज पसंद है? What is your positive? What is your negative? What is your strength? What is your weakness? Which sports have you played? तो basically आप ही के बारे में बात हो रही है. So that is why it is called psychological interview in nature. Psychological, basically आपके बारे में है. Now what is happening? You are talking about yourself, ठीक है? You're talking about yourself, and you're continuously talking about yourself, and you're listening to your own words. So you're talking, listening, and everything that you're doing is belonging to your past, है ना? Like when he asks you कि 10th में कितने नंबर आए, तो कम क्यों आए? तो फिर तुम याद करने लगोगे 10th में नंबर कम क्यों आए, मैंने क्या किया था? फिर उसी तरह से 12th में क्यों कम आए? फिर तुमने ये क्यों किया? फिर तुमने वो क्यों किया? So every time you are going to your past. ये समझ रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
So if you're going to your past and every time you're speaking from your past, so basically you're giving your interview from what I may call as unconscious mind. That is the whole idea. कि आप है ना conscious mind से interview मत दो. समझ रहे हो? If you
Yeah.
give your interview from conscious mind, then what will happen? You will be replying to the questions. That is not exactly what interviewer is interested. He is interested that you should reach to your unconscious mind. You should find yourself there, and you should state the facts from there. बात समझ रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
Now, many of you, you know what you'll do is you'll try to block the interview. How do you block the interview? You don't reply to the question, or you give a very curt reply. Curt means you give a very shortcut reply. Like you will say, ki, how much marks did you get in 10th? So you end up saying that I got 97% marks in 10th. Then he'll say, how much marks did you say you got in 12th? You'll say 94%. Now, what is happening? Communication is not flowing. That's why interviewer never asks direct questions. He will not ask direct questions. नहीं पूछते हैं, no. So interviewer will ask you a series of questions which are called CIQs. What are CIQs? They are comprehensive, introductory questionnaire. Okay. So he is not asking you a question. He's asking you a questionnaire. So it will never be one question. It will be series of questions. So that you don't reply in one word answers. If my so मैं उससे कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. Because क्या होगा? हर बार जवाब दोगे और हर बार conscious mind में रहोगे. Conscious mind से reply दोगे तो it will not be a psychological interview. Psychological interview होने के लिए तुम्हें unconscious mind में जाना बहुत जरूरी है. बात समझ रहे हो तुम लोग?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first CIQ is called CIQ1, and CIQ1 is about your education. So basically, what is the question? He will say, suppose you tell me about education, starting from 10th to present level of education. I am interested in knowing about the percentage that is scored in various examination, subjects that you chose after class 10, so further studying and about your future career. अब वो क्या कह रहा है? ऐसे पूछ रहा है वो सवाल. ऐसे नहीं पूछ रहा है 10th में कितने नंबर है, 12th में कितने नंबर है. He's asking you in such a flowing manner. After that, he will ask something like, I'd like to know about the teachers whom you like and those who not impress you. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school and at college. Who are your close friends? What is the reason? And was there any difficulty in enhancing the education? ये पहला सवाल. कितने सारे सवाल है इसके अंदर, है कि नहीं? Getting the point? So now when you're replying, you're talking, you're first telling 10th में 12th में फलाना ढिमकाना करते slowly you are in your own world. समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो अभी हम ट्राई करते हैं इसको, ठीक है? तो ये हो गया CIQ1. CIQ2 मैं थोड़ा बता दूं क्योंकि क्या है. CIQ2 is about your family. So here he will ask you about your parents, their education, their occupation. Then who are you more close to? Brother, sister, किससे close हो? मतलब उन लोग क्या करते हैं? पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं? ब्रदर सिस्टर क्या करते हैं? आपका एजुकेशन क्या है? उनका एजुकेशन क्या है? उन किससे क्लोज हो आप? घर में क्या-क्या एक्टिविटीज करते हो आप? और उसके बाद नेबरहुड में कौन-कौन दोस्त हैं? नेबर्स में कैसी दोस्ती है तुम्हारी? नेबर से दोस्ती है कि नहीं है? है कि नहीं? सुन रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
एंड देन ही विल आस्क अबाउट पॉकेट मनी कितना मिलता है. अब देखो सारे सवाल किसके बारे में? आप ही के बारे में? आपके फादर, आपके मदर क्या करते हैं? सब आपके बारे में है ना? राइट?
Yes.
आपके नेबर्स कौन है? नेबरहुड में दोस्त कौन है? उनके साथ क्या करते हो? एज़ यू कैन मेक आउट दैट एवरीथिंग इन द क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट यू. तो आपको क्या प्रिपेयर करना है? आपको बेसिकली ये देखना है कि मेरे पेरेंट्स से मेरा रिलेशन क्या है, कनेक्शन क्या है, वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोचते हैं. वो आपके बारे में वही सोचते हैं जो आप उनके बारे में सोचते हो. तो बेसिकली आप क्या सोचते हो अपने पेरेंट्स को लेके? तो ये टेक्निकली बहुत ही वेल डिजाइन क्वेश्चन है. आप इसमें अगर ये सोचो कि मैं तो कुछ और बोल दूँ, दिमाग में मेरे कुछ और है, तो ऐसा होगा नहीं. ऐसा क्या होगा जैसे ही आप वो चीज़ बताने की कोशिश करोगे जो एक्चुअल में नहीं है, तो वो इट विल बी विजिबल इन योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज, इन योर बिहेवियर, इन योर कंडक्ट, हर जगह दिखाई देने लगेगा फिर. एंड मोमेंट यू ट्राई टू से समथिंग, ट्राई टू क्रिएट समथिंग व्हिच इज नॉट द ट्रुथ, इट इज वेरी एपरेंटली एपरेंट. एंड देन क्या होता है? पूरी एनर्जी आपको उसको डिफेंड करने में लगानी पड़ेगी. ये बात समझे?
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Getting the point? So
Yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
idea is not to prepare the answer. The idea is to prepare yourself. Don't prepare the answer. आप अपनी रिलेशन को प्रिपेयर करो. आपको अगर अपने पेरेंट्स से कोई इश्यू है तो उस पे ध्यान दो क्या इश्यू है, या पेरेंट्स आपसे अगर नाराज है तो क्यों नाराज है, और ऐसा आपने क्या किया है क्यों नाराज है. गेटिंग द पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
आप अगर पेरेंट्स से नाराज हो तो क्यों नाराज हो? व्हाट इज द मिसिंग लिंक? व्हाई आर यू नॉट इन दैट स्टेट कि आप पेरेंट्स से बहुत हैप्पी हैं, कि पेरेंट्स आपसे हैप्पी नहीं है. नेबर से आप कनेक्ट करते हो कि नहीं करते हो? सिबलिंग से आप कनेक्ट करते हो कि नहीं? ब्रदर सिस्टर को समझ पा रहे हो उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को, उनकी एस्पिरेशंस को, है ना? अगर आप नहीं कनेक्ट करते हो तो कनेक्ट करो. पेरेंट्स से अगर कनेक्शन कम है तो उसको बढ़ाओ. ये है इसका तरीका. ये नहीं है कि मैं कुछ भी बोल दूँ, मैं अपने सॉल्यूशंस तो अभी हम लोग उसको करेंगे. और लास्ट में जो CIQ3 आएगा, वो भी थोड़ा-सा CIQ होगा. उसमें तुम्हारी हॉबीज़, तुम्हारे स्पेयर टाइम इंटरेस्ट, ठीक है? फिर उसमें रूटीन क्या है, कब उठते हो, कब क्या खाते हो, कैसे करते हो, दिन भर करते क्या हो, रूटीन. एंड देन व्हाट विल बी देयर? एंड देन ही विल आस्क सम जियोपॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चंस, जनरल अवेयरनेस के क्वेश्चंस. यहाँ पे एंड में वो पूछते हैं. कौन यहाँ पे इसमें और CIQ3 में पूछते हैं कि बुक्स कौन सी पढ़ी है तुमने, है ना? टीवी पे क्या देखते हो? तो बेसिकली आपके स्पेयर टाइम, हॉबीज़ उन चीज़ों पे है. और एंड में फिर सम जियोपॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड. तो ठीक है, मतलब आपको नॉलेज है दुनिया का, दीन दुनिया का फर्क पड़ता है, समझ में आता है कि नहीं? आया समझ में?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
चलो तो अभी हम करते हैं, ठीक है? कौन है सबसे पहले, हू इज़ रेडी?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
हू इज़ दैट आई एम?
Avnish Kumar.
ओके अवनीश. वेट. Okay, Avnish, can you switch on your video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, Avnish, okay. Good evening. You're from which place, Avnish?
Sir, I'm from Bihar, Muzaffarpur district.
Right now you're at home?
Yes, sir. Right now I'm at home.
Okay. And you're going for India, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Avnish, suppose you tell me about your education, starting from 8 to present level of education. I'm interested in knowing about the percentage that you scored in various examinations, subjects that you chose after 10th for further studies, and about your future career. Talk about your participation in extracurricular, co-curricular activities, team sports, specific achievements in those fields, if you have any. I'd like to know about the teacher whom you liked and those that did not impress you for some reasons. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school and at college. Who are your close friends? And was there any difficulty in financing your education and things like that?
Should I start, sir?
Go ahead.
So talking about from the starting class 8, I've done my class 8 to class 10th. I've done my whole education class 10th and ICC from ICC board only. I've scored 85% in class 8 and 80% in class 9 and 94.6% in class 10th. And after class 10th, I choose maths and science as my further subjects for class 12th. And in class 12, I'm currently studying in class 12th. I'm not passed, and I scored 87% in class 11th. After that, asking to your next question, that what was my further future career options? So I opted for Air Force as a flying officer. I want to be an Air Force flying officer, and I want to fly fighter aircrafts. It is my aim from the childhood. And after that, getting to your next question, that what are the teachers that I like the most? So the story that I really like, the story that happened to me in class 9th, that in ICC board class from class 9 to Java coding, the advanced Java coding starts from class 9. And what is the problem? That basics of that Java coding is been teached already in class 8, and I did not focus much on those basics. And due to which I faced problems in class 9 and 10th. And for that, at that time, Hem sir was a computer teacher. He helped me a lot. I took personalized coaching from him, in which he used to teach 50 to 20 students. At that time, COVID-19 was also there. So, and I worked day and night, and I cope up with that subject also. And you would believe, sir, but computer was the only subject in which I scored 100 out of 100, and it was a nightmare at that time in class 9. And as such, there is no teacher. I never hated any teacher in my whole career. But there has been some time in which I did not like the teacher because of his behavior. But after the time passed, I understand that his behavior was the only reason why I'm so strong right now. After that, as answering your next question about my friends. So I have two very close friends from the childhood only. From class one from class 4th and one from class 5th. From class 4th was Himanshu Kumar, and from 5th is Pius Kumar Gupta. They are very close friends of mine, and we have spent a lot of time together in the class. Together. Right now, they are studying for JEE examination. I convinced them to give examination of NDA with me. But what happened that Himanshu has a power of more than 2.5 right now, so he's not eligible for NDA medical. And Gupta from the childhood saw business background. Sir, my voice is echoing from your mic, sir.
Is it? There's a problem.
Little bit echoing. Can anyone tell that they are also facing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I removed the mic. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. And as I was saying that why it is also echoing, sir. You just switch off your mic right now. And no, sir, meets mic, yes, sir.
Oh, then how will we have the interview?
When you have to say it, then you will open, sir. 2% at a time. It happens sometimes. After that, answering to the next question about my finance. I've never faced any financial. Sorry, it was not a question. Question was about my sports. So in my school, I have played in casual only. I have participated in many sports competitions like 100-meter running, short puts, and many other activities. But in professional level, I have played one game that is known as Taekwondo. I am blue and belter in Taekwondo, and I have and in inter-school fighting competition, I have earned 2 gold medals and 1 bronze medal. So it was my achievement in Taekwondo, and I have played games like Kabaddi, cricket in casual level, not in professional level. After that, talking about the last question, that is how have I ever faced financial problems? So absolutely no, sir. And my father is from the army, Indian Army. So he's an absolute right now in Indian Army. He's serving, so I never faced any challenge in financial. He sacrificed me. He has made many sacrifices for me. I never faced any financial problems from education. Thank you, sir.
What about extracurricular activities?
Extracurricular activities. I have one time. Yes, sir. I got right now. I've organized with my teammate, with my teams of Taekwondo, in the school competition 1 year. This was my extracurricular activity one time.
Okay, good. So apart from NDA, are you not preparing for any other examination?
And yes, sir, I'm preparing for JEE examination also. I've also filled the form. It is the examination is the date is not confirmed till yet, but it will be between 23rd of January to 1 of February.
What is the alternate career option if you don't make it to armed forces? Then what will you do?
Sir, I have 5 chances right now in NDA, so I will take a drop. If for this year I will take a drop, and after that I will choose college also. I will go for alternate college, but any college option is not in my mind yet. But if I will not make an NDA, unfortunately, any case, but I will sure that I will make. But in any case, if I will not be able to make, then I will opt for CDS in the next CDS after graduation.
So what are you doing ITJ for if you have not decided your college? Are you not going to do engineering?
No, sir, I have not planned to, but I am giving JEE examination, JEE mains, because it will open me an option for Army Tech, PES entry.
Very good. That's good. Good, Avinash. You have replied in a very good manner. This is what is required. Some follow-up questions will be there, like about your friends, and I'm sure you'll be able to handle it. And then there'll be some questions about your taekwondo thing. And I'm sure because I could make out you have actually played, so there's nothing to worry about. And you have not been very active in extracurricular, but then you have been a very good academician, which is evident from the marks that you have been getting. So you're a hardworking person. Mind is clear, thought process is clear. So that's very good about you. So only problem which I'm seeing right now is communication is still a bit rustic. So,
Hmm,
I don't know,
yes.
right, the father never took you with himself to different postings and you stayed in the Bihar only, is it?
Yes, sir. I was studying only Bihar.
CC
I wanted.
ICC schools are basically English medium schools, right?
Yes, sir.
How come there was no language sessions and you could not open up your language?
I think you are also from Bihar and know the condition of Bihar. I don't want to
School are you from?
do this thing. What, sir?
Which school are you from?
I'm from North Point Children's School. It is the only ICC board school in my district, Muzaffarpur.
So that can be one minor issue, I'll say, and you can very well work on it. We can discuss it later, and it can always be refined. But the best way is to watch television documentaries and pick up the phonetics from there. How they like I'm also from Bihar, as you said, so I might also pick it up from somewhere, and that then there is not much source available. But still, whatever sources are available, TV is the best source. TV, BBC, documentaries, DWs, and you have to work on it. Because I know English grammar language will be very good. How much marks you got in 10th English?
In 10th English, I got 89 marks.
I know English is not bad. The phonetics are not fine. That can be one minor.
Communication is.
The communication is also good. You remember almost all the questions. You answered it very confidently. There's no issue per se. But never mind. Never mind.
So how can I improve, sir? Because on 8th of January it is. So for just what can I do?
Right now, don't do anything. 8th of January is too close. So right now, just focus on overall preparation of SSB. Don't work on it. Right now, don't bother about it, and
Okay, sir.
we'll deal with it later if required.
Is it a very much problem? It will take.
It might be. I don't want to say it is a problem. It might be an impediment in clearing the screening.
Okay, sir. I
Only
understand.
small impediment. I'm not saying impediment. Small minor hit. But most of the guys with sharp ideas and focused mind, they're able to clear that. Don't worry much. Only minor impediment, nothing else.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo, next one है Vaibhav, you want to come?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Switch on your video.
So,
Yeah. Good to see you, Vaibhav.
Yes,
So, suppose you tell me about your education, starting from 10th, 8th to present level. I'd like no more. The percentage that is scored in various examinations, subjects and shows after class 10th for further studies, and about future career options. Talk about participation, extracurricular, co-curricular activities, games, sports, specific achievements in those fields, if you have any. I'd like to know about the teacher whom you liked and those that did not impress you for some reasons. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school and at college. Who are your close friends, and what is the reason for that? Any difficulty that you face in financing your education, things like that.
so should I start?
Things like that, please. I'm open to listen now.
Yes. So from class, my voice is.
Very much clear. Go ahead.
No, sir, I'm hearing my own voice.
What has happened today? Someone else's mic is on, is it? Can you please check anyone?
So I think I'll just reconnect and try.
Okay, no, I'll set up the mic. The mic is the issue. Don't worry. Wait.
Let's focus.
Speak about.
Yeah.
Sir, he left.
I think he's rejoining, sir.
Sir, you are on mute.
Yeah, others are getting ideas how to speak and what to speak. Is it echoing still?
No, sir.
So problem is not on my end, is it?
No, sir. It is Google Meet's problem. It happens generally. That when 2% mic is on, it happens sometimes.
No, I've been doing it for such a long time. Never happened.
So
It
sorry.
has happened.
So now it's not happening, sir.
Yeah. Vaibhav is here, back.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Sorry, sir.
Vaibhav, go ahead.
So I've stayed most of my life in Gurugram, Haryana. I've done my schooling in Gurugram only. From class nursery to 12th, I've been in the school Salwan Public School, Gurugram. From class 8th, I had my inclination towards science. In class 8th, I got 85%, and then in 9th and 10th, I scored a percentage of 87%, and in 9th, and in 10th, I scored a percentage of 97%. In 11th, I opted for the subjects of physics, chemistry, and maths. My optional additional subjects were media, along with physical education. Talking about my co-curricular activities, from class 5th onwards, I have been doing Model United Nations conferences. It has played a big role in my public speaking skills, which I believe are decent. And I've also won many district and inter-school level competitions as well. One of the competitions that was the prominent one was the GD Goenka Model United Nations conference. It was a district level competition, and I was the part of UNHRC committee. I won the best delegate award there. Apart from that, I also have a prominent interest in chess. I have not professionally played chess, but I regularly try to play 1 or 2 games of chess. It really lightens my mood and helps to break the monotony in life. Apart from that, my sports. I have not played any sport at a professional level. I played table tennis initially from class 6 to 8 in school only. Apart from that, I have interest in cricket and football as well. And a major sport that I follow is only chess. Talking about my financial situation, my father is a teacher. And during my whole life, whole part of the education, I didn't face any financial issue. Thank you.
Your future career options, your best friends. Vaibhav, am I audible?
Sir, he left.
Yeah, Vaibhav, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Your future career options, who are your best friends?
Yes.
What is the reason?
My future career options.
Teachers whom you like, those who not.
Yeah, sure. My future career options includes being part of the army to the NDA process. Another alternate career option that I have considered is a mechanical engineer. Apart from that, talking about my best friends, I've only had one very close friend all the way back to nursery, and he is currently in class 12, studying in the same class as me, and he wants to become a computer engineer and he's preparing for the JEE mains examination. And my teachers, one teacher that I like the most would be my physics teacher in class 11th and 12th. Because from initial childhood, from class 8, when we have a dedicated subject called physics, it has always interested me. And I think a major part of that interest lie how the teachers taught the subject. So initially, my physics teachers in 9th and 10th were Subhi ma'am, and it was my favorite subject. And same goes in 11th and 12th, it was Pankaj sir. And it still strongly stands as my favorite subject. A teacher that I dislike, not any particular teacher that I dislike, but I find English not that appealing as a subject in literature. So sometimes English classes becomes monotonous, but apart from that, there is no specific teacher that I dislike.
You only one good friend.
So I have only one very close friend. I have other friends as well, but this particular friend has been with me for more than 12 years of my life. So I would
Why
consider.
only one?
Sorry, sir.
Why only one?
So there have been other friends as well from nursery to fifth. Some left the school. Some we naturally grew apart, and some just didn't seem to get along after a point of time in life. But Aditya and I, like,
Are you more of a friendly person or not?
so I would not consider myself to be an extrovert. I'm more of an ambivert guy. I particularly don't have many friends. I only have a specific circle of friends who are my very close and good friends and who I regularly talk to. And
Okay.
so can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
So one of my extracurricular activities would also include I was also the head of the student council in my class 11. So that opened a lot of pathways for me, and I was heading a command of 25 students, and we organized many events from there. A major event that I would like to share is we hosted Dalai Lama in our school, and it was a good experience. And we were
What is the name of your school?
Salman Public School.
Your father is teacher in which school?
Sir, same school.
So you get subsidized fee?
Sorry, sir.
You get subsidized fee for that?
So my tuition fees is reduced, but apart from that, my bus charge, the bus allowance or the charges, and other fees is not.
Mhm. So what is the name of that best friend?
Aditya Yadav.
What is one thing that he can improve upon as a person?
One thing he can improve. So as I mentioned, he wants to become a computer engineer. So his favorite subject is computer applications in our school, and he couldn't stop talking about computer applications, AI, the advancement made in the field of computer applications, and at the point of time, it's annoying. So I would want him to improve and have his interest in other areas as well.
Do you keep getting annoyed?
Sorry, sir.
Do you keep getting annoyed easily?
Not easily, sir, but when for 4 or 5 years straight, a person talks about only one thing, it gets a bit monotonous and annoying. I would say yes.
How many times you are using this word monotonous?
Sir, I
Do
also,
you get bored easily? Do you get bored easily?
if I don't have any particular task for the day, I get bored easily, but I try to fill my boredom with chess and other games.
What is one advice he gives to you as a person?
As a person, one advice that he gives to me, when I headed the student council in my school in class 11, he was also a part of it. And when I was in the command, I used to divide the task.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. So,
What is happening? You're getting disconnected.
sir, I probably have a network issue.
Yeah.
So can you repeat?
Yeah. You're saying something?
So can you please repeat your question? The last question you asked.
Last question I asked was one advice he gives you. So you were mentioning that when you were command and then he was also.
Yeah, I'll continue. One advice that he gives me. So in class 11, when I was in command of my student council, he was also part of it. I was the president and he was head of the classes 6 to 8, as I remember. So during my time, I used to, in my command, I divided all the student council members in different teams. So like team A, team B, team C, and used to divide certain tasks and give to them. But he didn't naturally appeal to that idea, or I don't know what, but he was constantly used to tell me that your this particular method is not appropriate as certain teams get more work and certain less. And it
So
shows.
what did you do to sort out the matter?
Like this happened before the Dalai Lama event. So during the Dalai Lama event, I ensured that I eradicated the team system and only stick to personal instructions for everyone. So like I posted 5 students on the main gate and 10 students behind the stage. So there was no team as such, but individually everyone got tasked.
Okay. Okay. So have a good communication is good. Things are sorted, but थोड़े सा reserved हो और थोड़ा आप में as I can make out थोड़ा सा adjustment issues हैं, which you are also telling. थोड़ा introvert भी हो आप. You don't open up to people. You don't take ideas very openly. You have that minor issue. You can work on that.
So what should I do like to improve that?
Accommodate. Open yourself to experiences and accommodate new ideas.
So like, but I got your point, and some of my friends have also mentioned this. But opening up to new, I've tried to talking to more people at times, but I don't usually know how to open up more to people. So could you just?
You have to love yourself a little more.
I have to.
You have to love yourself a little more,
Okay.
and you need to be more confident. I'll not use the word confidence. I say you have to be, very comfortable with yourself. You see why we are not comfortable with others, why we are not comfortable with new ideas, new circumstances, surroundings is because we're not comfortable with ourselves first. So you should put yourself in a situation where you're comfortable with yourself. You're not, struggling with yourself. Let's start and accommodate new ideas, accommodate new people, listen to them, and be more flexible than rigid, and enjoy the moments of nothingness also. Like it's not that you should be always doing something. You can be just not doing anything. And that's how life should be actually.
Right.
That is what people say art of living. So art of living is what? Art of living is your art of delving into moments. So suppose you're not, it should not be, life is purposeful when it is not always having the purpose. When there is a purpose to all the moments. So if there is nothing to do good, just not do anything and enjoy and just.
So in questions, I would try to be more open towards the events that happen. So one thing that I can do. So another thing, my answer.
Don't need to be too skeptical. Don't need to be too reserved. Don't need to be too closed to the ideas. More of acceptability will help.
Okay, sir.
People have points and they should be respected. And ideal leader is the one who accommodates
Right.
more and questions less.
Right.
So start accommodating ideas and be more free and don't have only one best friend. Have many best friends. Create your own circle and be open to more trusting. Be more flexible. Be more. ये थोड़ा सा issue है आपका. Maybe it will come out in psych also, and it will have implications in GT also.
Right.
GT में it is all about group activity in dynamics. ठीक है, think about it. Okay?
Okay, so my answers were fine.
I don't.
Okay.
There is no issue. What comes out is this. So step ध्यान दो.
I'll-
I believe you're a good candidate. So let's see how it works out further.
Thank you, sir.
चलो. Next कौन आ रहा है? Who is there? Who is there? Hello?
Sir, can I?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Wait.
Shashank.
Yes,
Yeah. So, good evening, Shashank. You're at
Good
which
evening.
place?
Yes, sir.
You're at which place?
Sir, right now I'm in Hyderabad, sir.
Hyderabad. You are also in 12th class, right?
Yes, sir.
So, suppose you tell me about education, starting from 8th to present level of education. I'm interested in knowing about the percentage that was scored in various examinations, subjects that you choose after class 10 for further studies, and your future career. Talk about participation, extracurricular, co-curricular activities, games, sports, specific achievements in those fields if you have any. Like, know about the teacher whom you like and those who did not impress you. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school Who are your close friends and what is the reason? And any difficulties in financing your education.
Okay. So first of all, from my class 8, I have in my class 8 I have scored 89.9%. As my English and other subject languages, Hindi was not so good, but my maths and other science subjects were good. So I got 89.9%. Same followed in my 9th class also. I got that year also I got 89.9% only. But in 10th, I focused much on English and languages. So there's a little bit increase of 1.2%, which is 91.2 I got in class 10. Then I was a little more focused towards JEE and 11th class. So I opted for maths and PCM. Again, since I was preparing for JEE, so there's a little bit, the percentage got down to 89.9% again. Then I started working upon my English, and right now I'm in class 12, studying, and we'll give the boards next year. So about my co-curricular activities, in this year only, I met Honorable Prime Minister at the Vande Bharat inauguration, and I have appeared for the maths quiz inter-house. In that, I got second position, and I have also given lots of quizzes like CAMP, NDA quiz, Think quiz, and which is related to academics and my and the current affairs. So these are my co-curricular activities. Talking about the sports, I have this year only I have started my new sport, which is badminton, and I participated in inter-house, but unfortunately I didn't get in position. From in my past, I have done swimming, and I have done swimming, and I'm much more interested in chess also. So I have played casually. There's no achievement in that. Talking about my friends, there are my two friends in my school, Saivardhan and Karthik, and I usually spend time with them in the school, and I also talk them when holidays are there, and we have to discuss if we have to discuss about projects and all. There's no one like close friend which is with me from the very past years. So this is about my friends. About my teachers, I find my class 11th physics teacher very nice and very motivating, because he was a very lively teacher, and he used to tell us stories about his 11th and 12th class, which makes us more interesting toward physics. He also related the things which are in physical, like balloon experiment or something like that, so that we could learn physics in a very better way. Thank you.
Only one thing that I'd like to change about yourself.
Sir, I would like to change. The thing is that I think I have not much participated in sports, so I will focus more on sports. That one thing which I would like to change, sir.
As a person, I mean.
As a person, I think I have some issues with my communication skills. So I will work upon that, and I'm working upon that, sir.
What is wrong with your communication skills?
Sir, actually, from in my like 8, 19, I have not much. I'm not much interested, and I'm not focused on my communication skill, which I got in 11th and 12th. That it is very important. So
Do
from
you have
that,
issues with meeting people?
no, sir, it's never been issued. In Hindi, I can actually.
Do you have issues with meeting new people?
Yes, sir.
Do you have issues with meeting new people?
No, sir, it's not. It is not any problem.
Okay. What is other thing besides communication that you like to work?
So sometimes it happens that I make a plan and I'm not able to execute it on that day. So I think I have to be more focused, and I have to be more consistent towards what I make a goal, and how do I complete it. It should be ensured, sir.
How many people approach you for what kind of advice?
So for like some students came to me for clearing my doubts, clearing their doubts about the subjects, because I was like,
What subjects?
some maths and physics, because I'm much more interested, and I get very good marks in my maths and physics. I got 99 in my board exams in CBSE, and physics also I'm very much interested. So they came to me for asking, clearing my doubts, and also some of them, as I have a skill to motivate others, so they came for me for motivation, or what all problems are there, so that I could give it a solution to them.
Give us an example. Who came to you for what motivation? What did you do?
So like there was one my classmate drove, and he has some issues with his parents, because his parents forced him to take PCM in his class 11, and they're forcing him to study for this PCM and all, and they are continuously monitoring, and they are beating him if he doesn't perform well. So I just motivated that you will get time. It's not always that parents will show like this type of attitude. You will get time afterwards, and you will ace in your field.
But what should he do now?
So right now he's like preparing for JEE only, as per his.
Right now he's facing the difficulty.
So he's
What
coping up with the difficulty, because he can't do anything right now, because he's not self-dependent, that he will leave his house and just prepare for whatever he wants. So right now, yes, sir.
Had you been in his position, what would you have done?
So I would have just focused on what my parents is saying right now. And
What?
after my class 12th, I would score good marks, and then I would tell my parents that I actually wanted to do this. So I will get the permission to do that, because I've already done what my parents said. Sir.
Okay. Do you have any girls in your friend circle?
Yes, sir.
What do they tell about you?
Sir, they told me that I have a very calm personality, and I did solve problems in a very innovative manner. So that's thing. I actually I have done many quizzes, and like one friend is there, my friend Muskan. With her, I have appeared for the thank you quiz. So like she told me that I did
Yeah.
not I did not get like little nervous about giving the quiz. She was very nervous, so I made her calm, and she told
What
me
did you do to make
that.
it calm? What did you do to make it calm?
So I just motivated that don't think about the result. We will just do it, and however whatever it goes, it will be the 100%. 100%.
And she became calmer to that?
Sir, it's difficult to change the personality because it takes time, but she is now making her calm, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. So problem with you probably is your communication is quite not quite, but to an extent halting and restricted.
Yes.
And I don't understand the reason. I also see that there is like lack of self-confidence, which you're trying to cover up through different means. People coming to me, taking my advice. थोड़ा सा self-confidence की कमी है और self-love automatically is there. It also appears to me that there is some discord or some unhappiness in your heart related to certain issues with family, which I'm not aware. So what you need to bring up upon is you need to free yourself. And to appear confident, you have to be confident. If you say I'm confident, and if you're internally not very confident, then it won't appear. You know what happens is when you're talking, and you know that somebody is looking at me and observing, so you always come under a scrutiny kind of a thing. And in that, what happens? A lot of facial expressions and body language and changes in your tone and tenor that speak and reveal a lot of things about you. So just by using right words and phrases, you may not be able to bring about the actual feelings which is there in your heart. So major problem which I feel is communication linked to confidence. The problem is not actually the communication. You know the words, you know the language. There is no issue. It is linked to confidence. That's why it is halting. It is not. You know what can you do? Love yourself, thyself. And major problem probably with you is that you are not accepting. You are accepting, but you're doing, but you're not accepting. So since you're doing, better accept it. You know, like it's okay. I'm doing it and let's accept it and enjoy it. As you're telling to your friend. So now when your chance will come, then you do whatever you want to do. But right now, suppose you're not doing things that you're not liking and you're still doing it, then accept it. Okay, I have to do it and start enjoying it. These are the issues which I feel. Do you agree? Not agree? What are the points you have to say with me?
More is there, then please tell me. Because
Pardon?
so if any more issues are there, then please tell me.
No, there is no issue. Issue बस यही है कि थोड़ा सा ये बहुत बुरी तरह बाहर आएगा तो आपको एक्सेप्ट करो जो है वो है acceptance will lead to love for
This is
love for
personality.
yourself.
Yes.
Once the love for yourself will grow, then confidence will automatically follow. Once confidence follows, then communication will start flowing in the right direction. Acceptance to self-love, to confidence, to communication, to you as a person. So maybe you accept your expectation is too much from the world. ना some people mentally they expect too much कि ऐसा होना चाहिए था ऐसा हुआ नहीं है क्यों नहीं हुआ है तो कब होगा तो कैसे होगा तो ये चीज़ों से हटो and you're doing well academically. That is a good sign. So feel great about it and feel great about the future that is going to come. These are all good positive vibes that you create in your mind. Endorphins खूब डालो, physical activity खूब करो, burn करो अपने आप को, physically खूब burn करो, sweat out करो, उससे भी बहुत सारी चीजें बदलने लगती हैं. Do you do any physical activity?
Yes, sir. I run in the morning, sir.
Run in the morning every day?
Yes, sir.
How long?
So 5 kilometers.
With school you're able to do it?
So in school, I'm doing it my personal like kind of
नहीं, अभी स्कूल भी तो होता है ना सुबह.
सर अभी नहीं होता सर, अभी छुट्टियां हो गई ना सर.
अच्छा अभी शुरू किया तुमने.
Otherwise मुझे जो है मैं 8:20 पे स्कूल के लिए निकलता हूँ तो फिर.
And evening में you should play with your friends in case there is some game available like football or volleyball or basketball or any group game.
So actually colony it's not there. It's far in the Bison Sports Complex. So
your father is in armed forces?
Yes sir.
Air Force?
सर आर्मी सर.
तो फ्रेंड्स तो होंगे ना आसपास तुम्हारे एज के?
सर मेरे नेबर में नहीं है सर.
आसपास पूरे कहीं पे भी नहीं है. फ्रेंडलेस हो तुम.
सर नॉट फ्रेंडलेस. स्कूल्स में है और मैं लाइक जब छुट्टियां होती है तो ऑनलाइन बात करता हूं.
तो एनीवे फिजिकल एक्टिविटी थोड़ी बढ़ाओ, सेल्फ लव बढ़ाओ, दैट विल फॉलो अप. थोड़ा सा लंबा प्रोसेस है, कोई बात नहीं. मैंने द रेसिपी.
Sir, it's coming on 4th Jan.
4th Jan. So almost there. So as of now, just go with the free mind. And once you free your mind, a lot of things can automatically change. Do not link everything to the expectation. Just go with the flow. Enjoy the process. And that will change so many things and you will get recommended also.
Yes.
ठीक है. ऐसे कोई मेजर समस्या नहीं, पर सोच की समस्या है. सोच की समस्या है.
Yes sir.
एक स्क्रिप्ट यहाँ पे दे दोगे ना, चीजें इमीडिएटली बदल सकती हैं. But we think is a very major issue, actually a very minor fluctuation. If we can give that thing, I mean, if we are confident and strong enough to give that thing, कर लो क्या? हाँ, हो जाएगा. ठीक है, introspect करो. If any issues, to let me know. We'll talk about it. Any other next?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Aman, go ahead. What's your name, Aman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aman, go ahead.
Sir, am I visible?
No.
Then may I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in extra co-curricular activities, can I say that I have organized Saraswati Puja many years?
Yeah. हमारे वहाँ तो मेन इवेंट है सरस्वती पूजा.
Yes, sir.
Part of it. And there will be a question on this anyway. एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर में अगर नहीं भी आ रहा है ना, so जब सेकंड क्वेश्चन सीआईक्यू का आता है ना, तो उसमें आता है कि एक्टिविटीज दैट यू डन विद नेबरहुड फ्रेंड्स. कल मैं पूछूंगा ये सब.
Okay, sir. Okay.
तो नेबरहुड फ्रेंड्स के साथ ही करते होगे ना, ये तो गली मोहल्ले में करते होगे.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो उसमें करना ही जाएगा.
Okay, sir.
Aman, if you're ready, yeah. Yeah, Aman, good to see you. You're at which place, Aman?
Sir, I live in Pune.
Where in Pune?
Talegaon.
Okay,
it is- So what?
Tell me about you a little bit.
So myself, I'm Nirmal. Currently, I'm in 12th standard, and I'm preparing for JEE. And with that NDA, JEE is my plan B. So, and my SSB is on first. 4 SB Varanasi.
Your father is in armed forces?
Yes, sir.
What, army?
Yes, sir. Subedar.
Okay, good. So you're living in cantonment or somewhere else?
No, sir. Right now I'm living in civil. Till 7th standard I was in cantonment area.
Okay. You're from Maharashtra, otherwise?
Yes, sir. Satara.
What's your full name?
Aman Vinayak Nirmal.
Aman Vinayak?
Nirmal.
So Aman, why are you leaving? Suppose you tell me about your education, starting from 8th to present level of education. I'm interested in knowing about the percentage that scored in various examinations, subjects that you chose after class 10 for further studies, and about your future career option. Talk about your participation, extracurricular, co-curricular activities, games, sports, specific achievements in those fields if you have any. I'd like to know about the teachers whom you like and those who do not impress you for some reason. Mention the friend circle that you moved along while at school and at college. Who are your close friends and what is the reason for that? Any difficulty that you faced in financing education? Things like that.
So talking about my education, till 7th standard I was in Army Public School, and in 8th standard I moved to private school. In 8th standard I got 80%. In 9th I got 91. In 10th I got 93. In 11th I got 85. And in 10th I chose science stream with PCM as main subjects. Talking about my extracurricular activities, my school used to conduct many inter-house competitions, so I have participated in that and won many competitions like collage making, painting, writing. In my school they used to conduct clubs, so I had joined gardening club. In that we had done hydroponics, which means we had grown plants with the help of water. We had not used soil. And in next year I joined puppetry. In that we had to make puppets, and I was representing my club in that. I had to dub the puppet. In 8th standard, talking about my sports and games and sport I participated in 8th standard, I had played rifle shooting and archery. In rifle shooting, the school had provided it was a class of DYSF, and in that we had learned rifle shooting and archery. And I have been playing football and cricket from my childhood, but due to COVID, I had stopped it. And talking about teachers I liked, my chemistry sir and my mathematics sir is whom I aspire. Chemistry sir, Rajit sir, I like his humor and the way of teaching complex things with simple tasks. And talking about my maths sir, Niranjan sir, I think he's a very selfless guy and he always thinks in benefit of students. So talking about my friend circle, I have many friends, prominently Siddhant, Atharva, and the reason I like Siddhant and Atharva are my best friend because I have many common interests like music taste, and they have the same goal as mine. Siddhant is aspiring to become a doctor, so he's preparing for NEET, and Atharva is preparing for JEE. So have I missed any questions?
Your future career options?
So I aspire to join NDA with flying with Air Force as a service and flying branch. My plan B is engineering with circuital branches mostly.
With what branches?
Circuital, electrical, computer science, IT.
Why is this branches? How will they help you?
I think so. The main reason is the paying scale. The jobs are booming. That's why.
Jobs are booming in what sector you said?
So IT and computer.
Okay. What is one thing you want to improve upon as a person?
So my time management skills, I guess. I tend to delay my task and I tend to.
Apart from this rifle shooting and archery, any other thing that you play?
So football and cricket.
To what level? I mean,
So I haven't represented any school. In 8th I was selected for football, but I moved my school. I changed my school, and in 8th I was selected for the rifle shooting, but the COVID came.
and what extracurricular things that you mentioned? Can you repeat it?
So gardening, puppetry, and many inter-house competitions.
What are those many?
So collage making, painting, writing.
What do your friends advise you using?
So my friends advise me the time management and Siddhant he advises me to read more
As a person, only time management.
and improve my communication skills.
What is wrong with your communication skills?
I tend to black out while
Yeah.
speaking.
Why? What happened?
I don't know why my vocab is I guess bad.
I don't think so. Something else.
वर्ड्स नहीं आते दिमाग में.
हिंदी में आते हैं?
हाँ हिंदी में आते हैं.
पर इंग्लिश में क्यों नहीं आते?
I don't know. Maybe reading.
Reading fiction?
So I don't read.
That is one major problem you have. You get blank out. You happen to do it here also in the interview. Why? What is the reason? Some kind of fear.
So I wouldn't say fear, but पता नहीं क्यों होता है.
But क्यों होता है कि जवाब नहीं हो? There has to be some reason. What is the name of the school? After APS, you went to which school?
APS, I have been in APS Bhopal, Mahu.
After APS, you went to private school.
DY Patil High School, and in 12th I am in Namurim's Junior College.
So what is the communication language there?
So Marathi mostly. The teachers speak in Marathi.
But subject is in English.
Yeah.
Maybe reading will help you, and I don't see any problem in your language also. Maybe reading will help you, and practicing a lot of speaking will help you. Otherwise, there is no problem. Seriously. Only thing is that you are speaking in bits and pieces. बाकी everything is fine. कोई issue है नहीं तुम्हारा. उसका ये करो कि खूब सारा ना public speaking करो खुद से, mirror speaking. So you do the topic and you speak about the topic in your own words and try to speak in front of mirror. And if you're able to sustain it for a minute, then you're doing good. So
Yes,
start
I
with
think
1
it would be helpful for the lecturer also.
lecture it also to start with 1 minute, gradually take it to 2 minutes, then gradually take it to 3 minutes. And if you do it quite often, when is the SSB?
It's the first
कोई
jam.
बात नहीं, time is not कोई बात नहीं. So right now, as I told the other fellow also, go with the free mind and don't burden yourself at all. But practice this and initially start with 1 minute, then gradually take it to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Do it so much that you will see that slowly what is happening with this unwanted issue of blanking out is slowly missing. So prepare the subject well and then speak about it. Prepare well, you have to read well. So read a lot. Prepare well in your mind and then speak. So do a lot of mirror speaking. There's no problem in the communication per se, but only this blanking out, I think it will improve tremendously if you do a lot of mirror practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. I don't see any issue in your words.
Thank you, sir.
And let's hope for the best. Just try to go this time with a very free mind. And if your mind is free from the clutter, things may not appear also.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
you may never blank out only if you're just able to control this.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. Okay. So guys, so you had interactive session. You saw how interview is conducted.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is having any doubts so far?
Yes, sir. I have.
Bolo Mavi.
Sir, while just giving answering, so that time just like many of the people who skip questions. So it's happened.
Like Abneesh was there, he was not skipping a word and he was remembering, though he missed the sequence. And some of them missed the sequence and some of them forgot. It doesn't matter, don't bother yourself with that. But try to answer as much as possible you can. And if you've gone through the PIQ form, the PIQ form is an indicator to how the sequence flows. So from your academics, it goes to your NCC, from NCC, it goes to your sports, your extracurricular, and then it goes to your participation. So it is very simple actually. So don't try to remember anything. अच्छा इंटरव्यू देना है तो कुछ तैयारी मत करो, मैं ये रख लेता हूँ, मैं इसका ये जवाब दे दूंगा, मैं इसका ये जवाब दे दूंगा. Rather work on yourself. And work on the minor issues which are reading your, like communication is your baby. Speaking freely is your baby. It is not, nobody can help you if you don't want. आप अगर मेहनत नहीं करोगे तो आपका कम्युनिकेशन ओवरनाइट ठीक नहीं होगा, ये बात तो मान लो. बात समझ में मेरी बात?
Yes, sir. But sir, if you are not getting that type of environment, so
You see, environment का होना तो बिल्कुल ही बेकार है महावीर. जैसे आप अभी फॉरेन में, my father was also in army, and I was like he was telling ना that Askar Yaman. तो मैं तो दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में था, वहाँ तो कोई इंग्लिश बोलता भी नहीं, छूता भी नहीं था कोई.
no, sir. But exactly, I just studied from a government school from
हाँ, तो that's what I was
6 to
telling you कि how I was learning is I was learning through DD News. That time only one news channel was there. DD News से मैं सीखता था. I know a girl who is part of my online classes from 1st January, which is there, Harmeet. She is a girl from village and she learned English through an application, BBC something. Then there is an application Mahavir, it is called Free for Talk. Free for Talk में इतनी सारी चीजें आ गई हैं. Free for Talk में क्या है ना, Aman you also can note. So Free for Talk में then there is some random person across the world who available है तुम्हारे लिए. तो
yes, I also using the Josh Talk, and there are many of them. Yes, sir.
So
Sir, many of them because I want to speak in English because after
हमारी करना ही पड़ेगा. अगर फॉरेन में अफसर बनना है ना, तो ये तो करना ही पड़ेगा.
yes,
बाकी चीजों का तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोल सकता, बट ये वाली चीज आपको सीधा स्क्रीनिंग नहीं रोक देगी.
yes, sir.
आप पहले स्टेज निकाल नहीं पाओगे. तो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि हिंदुस्तान की भाषा अंग्रेजी है.
Yes, sir.
हिंदुस्तान की भाषा हिंदी नहीं है. और ये जितने भी लोग हिंदी कर रहे हैं, नीतीश कुमार बकवास कर रहा है, ये दुश्मन है देश के. ये देश टिका ही अंग्रेजी पे. मैं आपको
Yes.
बात बता, नहीं तो आपका ये नॉर्थ एंड साउथ एंड ईस्ट एंड वेस्ट कनेक्ट नहीं हो पाएगा. तो आपको पहले एक्सेप्ट करना है, इंग्लिश के बिना काम चलेगा ही नहीं.
Yeah, exactly.
तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. सबसे पहली चीज जो मैं आपको बता रहा था, रीड एंड स्पीक इन फ्रंट ऑफ मिरर. रीड स्पीक इन फ्रंट ऑफ मिरर, पहली चीज मैंने बताई. दूसरी चीज मैंने वॉच मूवीज, वॉच डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज. आई थिंक आई कवर्ड इन द फर्स्ट सेशंस, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You already told.
वॉच डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज, वॉच इंग्लिश मूवीज. हिंदी मूवीज देखना बंद कर दो, वैसे भी वो कचरा बनाते हैं.
Yes, sir.
इंग्लिश मूवीज देखो, उसमें सबटाइटल्स आते हैं, सबटाइटल्स को पढ़ने की कोशिश करो. जब वो पढ़ रहे हो तो देखो उसको कैसे बोल रहा है, तो आपके पास कैसे क्या शब्द है और क्या कैसे बोल रहा है. धीरे-धीरे टाइम लगेगा थोड़ा इसमें महावीर, बट
Yes.
अगर दिल से कोशिश की जाए तो मेरे हिसाब से 2-3 महीने में बहुत बदलाव आएगा.
Yes, sir. I just learned in 2 months before.
हाँ,
So,
32
I
मंथ्स
just
में
started.
लोग दिस फार. अब देखिए कभी ग्रोथ है ना, ऐसे चलती है, ऐसे चलेगी, ऐसे एकदम स्टडी चलेगी और एकदम से शूट आउट करेगा. तो
Yes.
जब तक शूट आउट नहीं कर रहा ना, तब तक थोड़ा हिम्मत बना के रखो.
Yes.
तो शूट आउट करेगा तो देखोगे कि आप अचानक से बोलने लगे और इसका कोई एस्केप नहीं है, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
बिना
Sir,
इंग्लिश के नहीं हो पाएगा. मैं बता रहा हूँ दोस्तों, अगर सोच रहे हो कि बिना अंग्रेजी बोले मैं एसएसबी कर लूंगा तो चमत्कार ही होगा और कुछ. मैं उसके बारे में नहीं
100%.
जानता. हाँ,
Sir, as you told about CIQ, so that it is necessary that we have to practice earlier from SSB.
I didn't get it.
Sir, like you told about the CIQ.
You don't have to practice. This is how
Yes.
the questions will be asked.
Yes, sir.
So you have to practice about knowing yourself. What you can practice is first is communication. Second is know yourself more.
Yes,
Say about your education, why you want to. जैसे कि अवनीश है, focused है, पता है इसको अपने बारे में.
yes, sir.
And Vaibhav is quite focused. Aman is also focused. तो पता होना चाहिए मैं कर क्या रहा हूँ, क्यों कर रहा हूँ, नहीं हुआ तो क्या करूंगा, मेरे दोस्त कौन है, क्यों है, मेरे बेस्ट फ्रेंड कौन है, तो क्यों है मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड, तो क्यों नहीं है मेरे और दोस्त, व्हाट इज होल्डिंग मी एंड व्हाट इज माय वीकनेसेस एंड व्हाट इज माय स्ट्रेंथ. दीस आर थिंग्स यू हैव टू नो.
Yes, sir.
ये तैयारी है. बाकी ये मत याद करो कि सीआईक्यू का जवाब क्या, और दिमाग पगलाया बना. अपने आप से दोस्ती कर लो, अपने आप को समझ जाओ. सेल्फ लव इज द की. मैं बार-बार सबको बोलता हूँ. If you start loving yourself, so your confidence goes. Confidence goes to a lot of things change automatically.
Yes.
Goes up, confidence goes up. So then a lot of things change.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? Any question?
Yes, sir. So you mentioned that I should be more extroverted and comfortable with myself, and also to be more open to the questions asked. So I got that point, but how can I be like more open to a question that you asked me particularly?
No, I didn't say more open to questions that I asked. More open to experiences.
Okay.
More open to experiences means don't be too rigid in approach.
So
If someone is coming up with new idea, if someone is coming up with freshness,
Yes.
accept it. Don't say no, ऐसे ही करना है, नहीं ऐसे करेंगे. Rigidity नहीं, flexibility. Open to experiences. And once you're open to experiences, then your attitude towards life will change. तो ज़्यादा rigid नहीं बनना है life में. As a good leader, you will be more flexible. More flexible you are, the better leader you are. As you said, I was heading.
Yes, sir.
Basically, you want to say I was leading. So as a
Yes.
leader, you should be very, very flexible.
Okay, sir.
Rigid leaders not survive.
Right, sir. Sir, and what else? Like, okay, I'll try to have a more flexible mindset. Apart from that, what are the things I can?
Nothing much in your case. Very issue. Rigidity है.
Right.
And
Right.
as you also said, I'm ambivert. So don't be ambivert. Be open.
Okay, so I should try to talk to more people. That would help me.
Connect to more people and listen to their ideas. Don't only try to impose your ideas.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So can you also tell what should be the dress code that we should have wearing formal attire?
Yeah, pure formal with tie,
And,
black shoes and black belt,
Okay.
light color shirt, dark color trousers, dark color socks.
Is a blazer necessary?
Blazer will be good. So the season is so cold.
Okay. So,
Blazer will be better. Very good, in fact.
so how many formal dresses should we take? Like one or two?
At least two shirts, two trousers.
And rest the
Both trousers should be dark. Both shirts should be light.
okay. Thank you.
And tie should be dark. And belt should be black. Shoes should be black. Black with laces. And socks also should be black or dark color socks. Not light color socks. Kabhi bhi nahi.
Right.
White socks and all.
And so can you again do this practice of interview in the next few days if possible?
Next few days means I think tomorrow is my last session.
So
Tomorrow we'll do some.
can we okay, we can have another practice. Sure.
One round we'll do tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's all, guys. You.
Sir, are you
and
going to take any classes on ground task?
Actually, tomorrow is my last session. You tell me what you guys want to do.
Sir, any tips for ground task?
I'll give one tip tomorrow. Just remember that. And if you're able to follow it, most of the fantastic will be there.
And sir, I'll share some PPTs with you. Can you just please check the overall idea of the story?
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, guys. Yeah. Yeah. See you tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll share you, as you people have requested, I'll share you the tip for group discussions and all. What to do. Only one simple tip. If you follow it, nothing else is required. And I'll ask you more questions to a few more people. Be ready. See you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Then, sir.